Hey, what's up? So yesterday was Liberation Day. Happy Liberation Day to all my fellow patriots who celebrate. And Donald Trump implemented his tariff program. It's a bit of a doozy. Stock market does not like it. But I thought it'd be helpful to explain first what a tariff is generally, second, how Donald Trump's plan works, and third, what it can mean for you. So let's just start at the baseline. What's a tariff? A tariff is a tax that gets placed on goods that are made somewhere else that come into the United States. And a great example of that is this lovely pint of Guinness. So Guinness is brewed in Ireland, shipped into the United States. So if Guinness costs $5 in Ireland and we have a 20% tariff on any good coming from Ireland, when the Guinness comes into the United States, it's now $6. Drawn this handy chart, as you can see, $5 in Ireland, 20% tariff, or one more dollar, $6 in the United States. And that dollar goes to the federal government. But unfortunately, the Guinness is still going to cost $6. So, what is Trump's tariff plan? Essentially, his plan is to tariff everybody. And I'm not kidding. He put out a list on Liberation Day of all the countries that are going to be facing tariffs from the United States. It includes literally every country in the world, including some places that aren't countries. I genuinely don't have time to get into that, but every country in the world is going to pay a tariff.
So
what does that mean?
67%, I think you can, for the most part, see it. Those with good eyes, with bad eyes. We didn't want to it's very windy out here. We didn't want to bring out the big charts because it had no chance of standing.
What does that mean? So not only is Guinness, from Ireland, going to have a 20% tariff, Corona from Mexico, probably a 30% tariff. Lemon, maybe from Colombia. Avocado, maybe from Venezuela. My New Balance shoe, made in Vietnam. These are all going to be hit with tariffs. And what that means is that any good from every country on earth, when it comes to the United States, is going to get hit with a tariff. So if my shoe was $20 and there's a tariff, it's now $25. If the Corona was $5 before, now it's $6. If the lemon was $2 before, now it's $2.50. Everything is going to be changed because of these tariffs. And that money is going to go to the federal government. Now you might ask, why is it going to go to the federal government? I'll tell you.
And we're going to make a lot of money, and we're going to cut taxes for the people of this country. It'll take a little while before we do that, but we're going to be cutting taxes. And it's possible we'll do a complete tax cut, because I think the tariffs will be enough to cut all of the income tax.
What they're going to do is they're going to take that money from the tariffs and use it to lower the national debt. Sounds good on paper. However, they're going to take that lower national debt and say, well, we've lowered the debt, so now we can cut taxes for rich people and forego all the money we would have gotten in taxes. So essentially what's going to happen here is Donald Trump is going to raise the price of literally everything. Guinness, Corona, your sneakers, a lemon. And then he's going to turn around and take that money and give a huge tax cut to him and all his rich buddies. Doesn't seem great, but cheers.